Hello everybody, it's Sil and I'm welcoming you back to some more Lifegen. There is no update at this time, so we are still playing the 1.4 version. And again, if you would like to play this version of the game, please go join the official Discord of ClanGen, and you should be able to find it in the mods, or if need be, once you join, you just type in Lifegen, and that whole thread should pop up for you. But in the meantime, I've already chosen a clan and a kit, but I have heard of you guys saying that you miss seeing my process of choosing a kit, so I might see about next time not pre-selecting anything and just going along with that with you guys. But for now, we're going to hit continue. And here we are, we have Swiftclan. I still absolutely adore this new background. I hope that they add this background in the actual ClanGen. I absolutely love it very, very much. So here is everybody in the clan, and here we are. We are little Pinekit. We are currently annoying older cats. We are know-it-all and confident with our words. Another little boy. And then let's check out everybody else. We then have Warmkit. He is also pestering cats to play with him. He is bullying and a careful listener. We then have Cougarkit. She asks for forgiveness, not permission. She's impulsive and interested in clan history. We then have our elder here. His name is Golden Ears. He can feel his bones creak. He is cold and clever. We then have Lizard Paw. He was tasked with lining nests with fresh moss today. He is cold and confident with his words and has Fleet-Tooth as his mentor. And then here we have Flint Paw. She is always busy with something. She is ambitious, quick to make peace, and has an active imagination. She has Nettle Rock as her mentor. And then here as the youngest warrior, we have Posy Fur. He is sparring with clanmates. He's currently sneaky and has steady paws. And then here's Nettle Rock. She wants to be chosen as the new deputy. She has Flint Paw as her apprentice. She is nervous and a lore keeper. Next up we have Haven Tooth, who is eavesdropping on Lizard Paw. She is lonesome and a good mediator. We then have Tulip Scar. She's hoping Golden Ears will tell her a new story. She's charismatic, a beloved kit sitter, and a good mediator. Interesting kind of torty pattern where you just see that little hint of orange on her. And then we have Holly Speckle, our medicine cat. She's making new nests. She's playful, has a keen eye, and helpful insight. Those two look quite similar. We then have our deputy Fleet-Tooth. She does not want to go on a patrol with her apprentice. Her apprentice is Lizard Paw. She is grumpy and an excellent teacher. And then here we have our leader, Lake Star. He's craving a shrew. He is insecure, a great storyteller, and a good hunter. All right, now that we have everybody introduced, let's go ahead and go on our first little adventure here. Found some fresh moss, and we tried to move it, but it was too much for us, and we left a mess. And there we go. This is what we look like with our eyes fully open. And we do not have any specific parents, nor do we have any siblings. See, Lake Star now has a red nylon collar around his neck and lost a life. Holly Speckle thinks she's meant for something greater. We are spending a lot of time with Cougarkit. Lake Star thinks we're helpful. Holly Speckle joked around with us. Golden Ears thinks about how bravely we play fought. And Nettle Rock is jealous of how shiny our pelt is. We have already learned the hunter's crouch. Look at that! Being such a cute little man. Wormkit's scratching everything. Cougarkit's excited to become an apprentice next moon. Golden Ears is cross today. Lizard Paw wants to have a mate and kids someday. Flint Paw is daydreaming about a clan celebration in her honor. Poseyfur's eavesdropping on Flint Paw. Nettlerock is sparring. Haventooth is unsure how to start up a conversation. Tulip Scar wants to get to know Fleet-Tooth better. Holly Speckle's eavesdropping on Poseyfur. Fleet-Tooth is eavesdropping on Holly Speckle. And Lakestar was surprised to have suddenly lost a life. Let's see. Oop, there's a moth. We were not able to catch it, but that's okay. A warrior scolded us for being noisy. We watched a spider weave its web. We found a patch of mint and had a little bit of a scratch, but the medicine cat helped us feel better. Cougar Paw is now an apprentice and has Tulip Scar as her mentor. And Flint Paw is now Flint Stripe in honor of her leadership. We had a fight with Poseyfur. Golden Ears thinks we're reliable. And we accidentally bumped into Nettlerock and didn't apologize. Oopsie. We currently wish other cats would stop babying us. Wormkit is asking why all the herbs have to be stinky and gross. Golden Ears is telling a lie to any cat who will listen. Cougar Paw is determined to master a hunting technique by dusk, so she has Tulip Scar as her mentor. She's now bloodthirsty and interested in clan history. Oh goodness. Lizard Paw is eavesdropping on Wormkit, and then here is Flint Stripe, the newest warrior. She wants to get to know Lakestar better. She's ambitious, a good mediator, and a great kit sitter. Poseyfur's daydreaming. Nettlerock's thinking about how bad kitty pet food tastes. Haventooth somehow has both us and Wormkit following her. Tulip Scar wonders how Wormkit's doing. Holly Speckle wonders how we are doing. Fleet-Tooth is eavesdropping on Tulip Scar. And Lakestar batted a moss ball back to Cougar Paw when it hit him. Still a little playful. Listen to a whole bunch of stories from Gold Ears. We saw a broken egg in its nest. Listen to the rain lull us to sleep. The camp got dirty from a gust of wind. We went to explore the nursery. We saw the sunset and had our first taste of fresh kill. Warm Paw now has Haventooth as his mentor. And Tulip Scar is now wearing maple seeds. We were jealous of Tulip Scar. And Nettlerock tells us to count on him during a tough situation. We are currently asking how kittens are made. Golden Ears thinks about going outside for a bit. Warm Paw's eavesdropping on Nettlerock. He has Haventooth as his mentor. He's cold, a careful listener, and oddly observant. Cougar Paw had a very strange dream. Lizard Paw wonders if he can train late tonight. Flint Stripe made sure to wake up early to volunteer for the dawn patrol. Poseyfur's eavesdropping on Nettlerock. Nettlerock wishes she was still in her nest sleeping. Haventooth's looking around camp. Tulip Scar is trying to set a good example for the younger cats. Holly Speckle is reciting the names of herbs aloud. Fleet-Tooth is unsure of what the clan thinks of her as deputy. Lakestar's in the medicine den. Okay. Alright, let's head out. Let's see. See if we can help. We tried to, but they were too heavy, but Gold Ears appreciated us trying anyway. Found some more mint. Let's see. Lakestar was glaring at us. We're a baby. Holly Speckle wants to spend more time with us. And Nettlerock is jealous of us again. And we're currently pestering the older cats to play with us. Golden Ears wonders about prophecies. Warm Paw's lining fresh moss. Cougar Paw hopes Golden Ears is in a better mood today. Lizard Paw's eavesdropping on Lakestar. Flint Stripe has been catching the most prey. Posy Fur wonders how Warm Paw's doing. Nettle wants to get to know Flint Stripe better. Haven Tooth is sitting alone. Tulip Scar wonders how Warm Paw's doing. Holly Speckle is indulging us as we played hide and seek around the medicine den. Fleet Tooth wants to get to know Cougar Paw better. And Lakestar wants to go on a patrol with Lizard Paw. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the moss. And we did manage to, which we were praised for. Nothing interesting. Lizard Paws, now Lizard Blur for his fortitude. And Gold Ears is hurt because of a fire. We gave Flint Stripe a task. Haven Tooth congratulated us. Nettle was distracted while we were trying to tell a story. We tell Warm Paw that he should really know the different kinds of moss by now. Golden Ears wants to get to know Cougar Paw better. Warm Paw's resting in the sun. Cougar Paw hopes there'll be a mouse left on the fresh kill pile for her. Lizard Burler wonders why others snapped back at him. He is cold and a great speaker. Flint Stripe is rethinking her life choices. Posy Fur begrudgingly allows us to play with his tail. Nettle was startled by a shrew. Haven Tooth wishes she was still asleep. Tulip Scar wonders how Lakestar is doing. Holly Speckle's looking forward to the Half Moon meeting. Fleet Tooth is chattering at the birds in the trees above, and Lakestar is proud of the way the clan is handling things lately. Alright, let's see. We were not able to listen to any stories that time. We are now Pine Paw, and we have Lakestar as our mentor. We're jealous of Fleet Tooth. Lizard Blue thinks we were nice to him. We had a sunbath with Posy Fur and Holly Speckle. Nettle rubbed us the wrong way. Flint Stripe was bruised, and Nettle was racing. Let's see, Gold Ears wants to get to know Posy Fur better. We wonder how Gold Ears is doing. We have Lakestar as our mentor. We are cold and confident with words. Warm Paw's hoping his name will end in Claw. Cougar Paw wants to get to know Gold Ears better. Lizard Blur has the apprentices engaged in a lie. Flint Stripe is eavesdropping on Haven Tooth. Posy Fur wonders how Fleet Tooth is doing. Nettle wants to be the new deputy. Haven Tooth is sparring. Tulip Scar wonders how Holly Speckle's doing. Holly Speckle's checking up on everybody. Fleet Tooth is assigning cats to hunting. Lakestar is grateful for Fleet Tooth's support. Alright, let's go out on our first patrol. Nope, we accidentally refused. We did not eat fresh kill with anyone. Had a whole bunch of feathers. We went to learn how to swim. There are some tensions, and a war has now started. Lakestar was injured, and Flint Stripe's feeling better. We covered for Posy Fur, and we still don't like Nettle Gold Ears is giving the clan leader attitude. We offered to help Fleet Tooth. Warm Paw's thinking about the time he caught a big rabbit. Cougar Paw's resting in the sun. Lizard Blur is insulting someone. Flint Stripe is eavesdropping on Cougar Paw. Posy Fur is licking his chops after an unknown tasty treat. Nettle is telling lies to the apprentices again. Haven Tooth is trying to set a good example. Tulip Scar's chattering at birds. Holly Speckle wonders how Lakestar's doing. Fleet Tooth feels overworked. And Lakestar is wondering if there's any prophecies or anything that our medicine cat has been given. Alright, we managed to track a mouse by ourselves. But we suddenly now have Green coughed and battle training left us sore and tired, but Lakestar is really proud of us. Let's see. Other clans are pushing us to make peace. Cougar Paws, now Cougar Petal, honored for her strong will. We were surprised Nettlerock asked us for help. Holly-Speckle acknowledged us. And Nettlerock noticed we were falling behind in training. Yeah, it's probably because we're sick. Golden Ears thinks he's going crazy. We're asking Nettlerock for advice on how to pass an assessment. Warmpaw feels underappreciated. Here's Cougar Petal. She wants to be the new deputy. She's bloodthirsty and a learner of lore. Lizardblur wonders why others snap back at him. Flintstripe wonders how we are doing. Poseyfur's spreading rumors. Nettlerock wants to be by herself today. Haventooth is sneaking out to where she can be by herself for a bit. Tulipscar is hoping Golden Ears will tell her a new story. Holly-Speckle is teaching us about basic herbs. Fleettooth is unsure of what the rest of the clan thinks of her as deputy. And Lakestar is worried about clan relations. Yeah, we can't go on a patrol. We are currently very, very sick. Our soreness got better, so that's something. There was murmurings of peace. Golden Ears recovered. You might be reading a little too far into Warmpaw's kindness. Golden Ears promised to teach us a new technique. And we had a difficult conversation with Nettlerock. Okay. So Golden Ears wonders how Flintstripe's doing. We're looking forward to today. Warmpaw wants to earn his warrior name. Cougar Petal still wants to be deputy. Lizardblur is eavesdropping on Flintstripe. Flintstripe's feeling down. Poseyfur's sparring. Nettlerock's trying to set a good example. Haventooth's fumbling with her words. Tulipscar feels happy, knowing she's someone others can talk to. Holly-Speckle's headed to the dirt place. Fleettooth wants to get to know Cougar Petal better. And Lakestar wonders if the cats like him as leader. Alright. There we go. We are better. Thankfully. Dawn Patrol exhausted us, but there was beauty in watching the sunrise. After injuries, the war is ended. Lakestar's healed. We had a fight with Nettlerock. Haventooth gave us advice. We complained about Nettlerock. Tulipscar called for us to catch her a nice big mouse. Golden Ears is giving the leader attitude again. We are hoping our name will end in Claw. Warmpaw is staring off into space. Cougar Petal wonders how Tulipscar is doing. Lizardblur insulted someone. Flintstripe's craving a vole. Poseyfur's curious about the other clans. Nettlerock's trying to set a good example. Haventooth is enjoying some peace and quiet. Tulipscar is craving a mouse. Holly-Speckle is still teaching us about basic herbs. Fleettooth is unsure of what the clan thinks of her as deputy. And Lakestar's wondering about prophecies. Let's see. We accidentally dropped our fresh kill in the dirt, but the Elder was fine with it. We led our first patrol and we're still an apprentice, okay? Participated in a gathering, had our first taste of rabbit. Cougar Petal went for a long walk this morning. We challenged Nettlerock to spar with us. Nettlerock is jealous of us. And we forgot to apologize to Tulipscar after bumping into her. Oops. Golden Ears wonder how Haventooth's doing. We wished we ate the bird on the fresh kill pile earlier. Warmpaw's feeling sassy. Cougar Petal wants to get to know Lakestar better. Lizardblur is sharpening his claws. Flintstripe evaluates how she's going to sharpen up her battle skills. Poseyfur's in the medicine den. Nettlerock's daydreaming. Haventooth's sparring. Tulipscar wonders how Nettlerock is doing. Holly-Speckle is indulging the apprentices in hide-and-seek. Fleettooth is unsure of what the rest of the clan thinks of her as deputy. Lakestar is eavesdropping on Nettlerock. Okay. Managed to deliver a message, getting admiration. There's what we look like all grown up. Tired from Dawn Patrol, had a disagreement. Warmpaw is now Warmdapple, honoring his intelligence. Warmdapple's now wearing herbs. Nettlerock's tail was injured, Haventooth left from a rock. We played with Warmpaw. Warmed Apple and learn some new battle moves from them. Flintstripe tried to give us a gift, but we turned our nose at it. Nettlerock swapped prey with us. Nettlerock laughed at our bad jokes. Gold Ears is feeling lazy. We are now strict and confident with words. We made a note of Warmed Apple's journey as an apprentice. Warmed Apple doesn't say thank you when offered fresh kill. He is cold, has natural intuition, and helpful insight. Cougar Petal's sparring. Lizard Blur wonders how Warmed Apple's doing. Flintstripe sucks up to the leader and deputy by offering to lead every patrol. Posy Fur's looking around camp. Nettlerock feels nervous. Haventooth wants a rabbit. Tulip Scar is basking in the sun. Holly Speckle's checking up on the warriors. Fleettooth is eavesdropping on Haventooth. Lake Star wants to get to know Fleettooth better. Okay. Let's head out. Made light of the situation. Alright, we have now earned our warrior name. We are now Pine Meadow. Let's see. Honored for our enterprise. Let's see. We hope Nettlerock notices us. Holly Speckle still likes us. Flintstripe feels ignored by us. Nettlerock is jealous of us. Let's see. Gold Ears is sharing not helpful wisdom. We woke up on the wrong side of the nest, so we are strict and a great speaker. Let's check out our relationships here. We have a romantic interest in both Cougar Petal and Warmed Apple. And Nettlerock, I guess? We'll just see what happens. Warmed Apple is sparring. Cougar Petal sparring. Lizard Blur is feeling down. Flintstripe is sparring. Posy Fur snooping. Nettlerock is eavesdropping on Cougar Petal. Haventooth is eavesdropping on Holly Speckle. Tulip Scar is trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle wishes she had an extra set of paws. Fleettooth wonders who will give her 9 lives. Lake Star wants to get to know Lizard Blur better. Alright. Let's head out. We managed to find some marigold for our medicine cat. Saved a clanmate. There was Thunderpath traffic. Got a big rabbit. Posy Fur and Lizard Blur have become mates. Flintstripe took food from a 2-leg. Haventooth's brain is better. Tulip Scar's stomachache is better. We saw Holly Speckle complaining about us, and Nettlerock thinks we are very helpful. Golden Ears is snoring. We still woke up on the wrong side of our nest. Warmed Apple's daydreaming. Cougar Petal's daydreaming. Lizard Blur is insulting someone. Flintstripe is eavesdropping on Haventooth. Posy Fur's trying to set a good example. Nettlerock is worried others are judging her. Haventooth is picking burrs from her pelt. Tulip Scar wonders how Fleettooth is doing. Holly Speckle's checking up on everybody. Fleettooth thinks she's going crazy. Lake Star wants to know Lizard Blur better. Okay. Let's see, there's a stale piece of prey. We removed it and our medicine cat thanked us. Saved a clanmate, had a heated argument, drove off a loner. Nettlerock is recovered. Warmed Apple spoke calmly to a loner. We admire how brave Nettlerock is. Fleettooth had a disagreement with us. Nettlerock nodded politely as we passed by, and we are sparring with Tulip Scar. Golden Ears wonder how Nettlerock is doing. We are sparring. Warmed Apple is being ungrateful. Cougar Petal wants to get to know Nettlerock better. Lizard Blur is wondering if he would be a good swimmer. Flintstripe is envying the deputy's position. Posy Fur is avoiding the conversation at Paw. Nettlerock is counting every cat to make sure no one's missing. Haventooth wants to be the new deputy. Tulip Scar is basking in sunshine. Holly Speckle is teaching everybody about basic herbs. Fleettooth feels overworked, and Lake Star almost lost a life recently. Wow, okay. Let's see, removed that stale piece of prey. Defended our clanmates. Mediated a dispute. Challenged to a race. There was some tension at the gathering. Warmed Apple dislocated his joint. We had a nice time talking with Posy Fur. Lakestar talked with us. Cougar Petal is jealous of us. Gold Ears wants to spend more time with us. Nettlerock chatted with us while we were on guarding camp duty. Nettlerock saw us and said hello. Okay. Gold Ears is eavesdropping on Warmed Apple. We are currently rethinking our life choices. We technically have the most romantic feelings for Warmed Apple, but how does Warmed Apple feel? No, Warmed Apple is not interested in us like that. Nope. Cougar Petal has some romantic interest in us, as well as Lizard Blur. Lizard Blur also has some romantic interest in Cougar Petal. What about Nettlerock? Nettlerock kind of likes us, but is also interested in Posy Fur. No, we wouldn't get along with Cougar Petal very well. Nor Nettlerock. We only kind of get along with Warmed Apple, but you know what? We might as well just make it official, because we do have feelings for each other. Warmed Apple sparring, Cougar Petal sparring, Lizard Blur isn't interested. Flint Stripe's helping our medicine cat, Posy Fur wants to be by himself, Nettlerock sparring, Haven 2's trying to set a good example, so is Tulip Scar. Holly Speckle's headed to the dirt place. Fleet-Tooth is doing her best to honor her clan and leader. Lakestar wonders if cats like him as leader. Tried to tell a story, but we weren't very good at it. There was an earthquake. Comforted a clanmate. There was a surprise attack from a fox. Participated in a battle. Lizard Blur is expecting kids. Flint Stripe got bruised by a rogue. We think Nettlerock was nice to us. Holly Speckle appreciates how we ask her how she's doing. Gold Ears apologized to us. Nettlerock caught us in a lie and stuttered while speaking to us. Alright. Golden Ears is snoring loudly in his sleep. Pine Meadow's sparring. Warmed Apple is eavesdropping on Holly Speckle. Cougar Petal daydreams about killing a certain cat. Who do you daydream about killing? There's no one you specifically dislike all that much. I mean, you don't like Holly Speckle too much, but you don't hate her. Lizard Blur wonders others are judging him. Flint Stripe is trying to put on a brave face. Posy Fur. Pardon me. Knows that even the most paranoid rabbit would be no match for him. Nettlerock sharpening her claws. Haven 2's trying to set a good example, so is Tulip Scar. Holly Speckle's checking up on everyone. Fleet-Tooth wonders how we are doing. And Lakestar wonders how Posy Fur's doing. Okay. Let's head out. Trying to share a story. Nope, we're not a good storyteller. There was a terrifying Thunderpath incident, and there was a tree-cut monster nearby. Lakestar shared prey with a rogue. Fleet-Tooth has joined the Elders and has become mates with Lakestar. Lizard Blur is going to have a small litter. Posy Fur has a stomachache. Warmed Apple's better. And Flint Stripe got her leg heavily injured, but her bruises are gone. We think our mate was nice to us today. Fleet-Tooth has been spending time with us. Holly Speckle apologized to us. Haven 2 thinks we're reliable. Nettlerock still kind of likes us. Okay, so Tulip Scar is now deputy. So Fleet-Tooth, she's now an elder, is feeling chipper. She's nervous. Excellent teacher. Gold Ears is eavesdropping on Lizard Blur. We wonder how Cougar Petal is doing. Warmed Apple is sparring. Cougar Petal is worried others are judging her. Lizard Blur wants to get to know Flint Stripe better. Flintstripe has been catching the most prey. Poseyfur was recently spent the night outside camp. Nettlerock was startled by a shrew. Haventooth spitefully swears that she doesn't need others, she's just fine. Holly Speckles tending to growing herbs. Tulip Scar is helping the medicine cat. Lakestar is finding the responsibility of leadership to be a heavy burden on him. Cat was too frustrated to listen to us. Took a lead in a hunting patrol, sparred, found a badger. We supported our leader. Let's see, some of the rosemary went bad. Lakestar lost a life to a badger. Lizard Blur and Poseyfur have one kitten. Holly Speckle twisted her paw. Gold Ears was found dead near a fox den. Rest in peace. Poseyfur's feeling better. Haventooth is coughing out water. We had a good time talking with Nettlerock about clan news. Holly Speckles sparred with us, and our maid admires how brave we are. Here's the one Kit, Shining Kit. He's a troublesome baby boy. Fleettooth wants to get to know Nettlerock better. We are surveying our camp scornfully. Warmed Apple wonders why others snap back at him. Cougar Petal is sparring. Lizard Blur wants to know Lakestar better. Flintstripe is eavesdropping on Warmed Apple. Poseyfur is trying to set a good example. Nettlerock acted bravely on a patrol. Haventooth's chattering at birds. Holly Speckle feels underappreciated. Tulip Scar is eavesdropping on Poseyfur. And our leader was surprised to have been in StarClan for a moment. I'm going to quickly favorite our current mate here, Warmed Apple. Mouse, and we just barely missed it, but that's okay. Chased a butterfly. Poseyfur's wearing cicada wings. Our mate thinks he's meant for something greater. We apologize to Cougar Petal. Here's the baby. He's asking how kits are born. He's troublesome and quick to help. Fleettooth's assisting with camp cleanup. We are chastising clanmates. Warmed Apple wants to be the new deputy. Cougar Petal is grateful to Holly Speckle for her treatment. Lizard Blur is feeling nervous. Flintstripe is boasting about having defeated an enemy warrior. Poseyfur wants to get to know Fleettooth better. Nettlerock is double-checking that the camp walls are thoroughly reinforced. Haventooth wonders if any cat would miss her if she traveled far. Holly Speckle's checking up on everybody. Tulip Scar's napping, and our leader wishes he ate the bird on the fresh kill pile earlier. We were not able to watch Shining Kit very well. Delivered a message, practiced our fighting moves. There was a Thunderpath incident. Challenged a decision by our clan leader. Drove off a fox. Holly Speckle's feeling better. Poseyfur dislocated his leg. Warmed Apple's expecting kits. Flintstripe's healed. Shining Kit got bruised. We were talking with Poseyfur. Holly Speckle challenged us to spar. Warmed Apple enjoyed a moonlit stroll with us last night. Shining Kit wants to have fun. Fleettooth is daydreaming. We're feeling nervous. Yeah, because we're about to be a dad. Warmed Apple wonders how Lakestar is doing. Cougar Petal wishes she was still asleep. Lizard Blur is hoping Lakestar notices his improvement. Flintstripe is feeling underappreciated. Poseyfur knows that even the most paranoid rabbit would be no match for him. Nettlerock is eavesdropping on Poseyfur. Haventooth is eavesdropping on Tulip Scar. Holly Speckle is eavesdropping on Shining Kit. Tulip Scar wants to get to know Fleettooth better. And Lakestar is feeling pretty happy today. Let's see. We were able to find some marigold for our medicine cat. And our tail was badly injured by a dog. We helped to mediate a dispute, helped the medicine cat gather herbs, supported our leader, participated in a battle. Our mate thinks he'll have a large litter. Fleet-Tooth thinks she's part of a prophecy. Haven-Tooth is feeling better. Tulip-Scar has green cough. Shining Kit got better, but then immediately got bruised again. We think Fleet-Tooth has been acting stuck up and rude. Fleet-Tooth saw us being considerate. Lizard Blur is surprised by us being thoughtful. Wormdapple's admiring how brave we are, and Nettlrock promises to always look out for us. So here is Shining Kit's thinking about stealing herbs. Fleet-Tooth is craving a mouse. We're lecturing about the warrior code to any cat who will listen. Wormdapple's sparring. Cougar Petal has been glaring at a certain cat in camp with an odd look in her eye. Who? Who are you glaring at? Is it Holly Speckle? Question? Lizard Blur's feeling content. Flint Stripe's feeling happy. Posy Fur is eavesdropping on us. Nettlrock is sparring. Haven-Tooth's trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle is grooming. Tulip-Scar is picking burrs from her pelt. And Lakestar's having a hard day. Yeah, I imagine. Let's see. We have 4 babies! 4 kits! We saw a shooting star, there was a ravine, we stood up for our clan against false accusations. Cougar Petal's leg is injured, Lizard Burr is recovered but got green cough. Posy Fur's joint is better, Haven-Tooth has yellow cough, Tulip-Scar is better. Tulip-Scar is now retired. Shining Kit's better. We swapped prey with Nettlrock. We didn't apologize to Lakestar. We showed off the skill to Posy Fur. Wormdapple helped us pick furs out of our fur. Flintstripe was surprised for us by being thoughtful. Look at our little ones! Look at them! So this is Fern Kit. Oh, look at that. He looks a lot like his papa. Like Wormdapple. He's a charming baby boy. We then have Flax Kit, who looks a little bit like both of us. Probably has more of the orange from Wormdapple with that cream, but has our emerald eyes. Our little man, Flax Kit, is an attention seeker. Droplet Kit, he's a nervous baby boy. Again, a good mix of the two of us, having Wormdapple's red, but our emerald green eyes. And then we have Stump Kit. She's gonna look the most like us. She's insecure. She's got a little single stripe and has our brown color and has our emerald eyes. Welcome, welcome our little babies. So Nettlrock's now the deputy. Shining Kit is up to no good again. Tulip-Scar wishes she was still asleep. Fleet-Tooth is snoring. We are hoping Fleet-Tooth will tell us a story. Wormdapple's sparring. Cougar Petal is hoping she won't be assigned to the next patrol. Lizard Blur's sparring. Flint Stripe's headed to the dirt place. Posy Fur ate an unknown tasty treat. Haven-Tooth is thinking wistfully about the past. Oop. Pardon me, that was a quick sneeze there. Holly Speckle has been hearing StarClan. Nettlrock is sparring, and Lakestar wonders if the cats like him as leader. I do. I like him. We made a full recovery from the blood loss. Chased off a rival clan, rescued a clanmate, drove off a loner, there was another Thunderpath incident, and we stood up for our clan against false allegations. Lizard Blur is recovered from green cough. Holly Speckle and us heckled another clan. We took our daughter and Lakestar for a little sun bath. Cougar Petal waved her tail to us. Fleet-Tooth was surprised to hear us express an ideal she can agree with, and Wormdapple purred at us for our lame jokes. Let's look at everybody. Let's look at our babies with their eyes open. So here's Fern Kit. He's absolutely adorable. He's charming and a lover of stories. Looks most like Wormdapple and has dark blue eyes. I don't think either of us have blue eyes, but that's fine. Here's Flaxkit. He was frightened after hearing a scary story. He's an attention seeker and a careful listener. Droplet Kit. He is worried about Fleet-Tooth. He's nervous and a careful listener. Look at that. He's got our smoky points. He's got our little smoke points. And here's our daughter Stump Kit. She's afraid of being in the way. She's insecure but confident with her words. Shining Kit jumped out of a hiding spot, startling Cougar Petal. Tulip Scar is grateful to Holly Speckle. Fleet-Tooth has been sleeping a lot more. We are currently napping. We still have a mangled tail. Armed Apple's not being grateful. Cougar Petal thinks, wonders if she could kill a fox by herself. Lizard Blur is hissing in frustration. Flintstripe wonders how Droplet Kit is doing. Poseyfur is trying to set a good example, so is Haventooth. Holly Speckle's indulging the kits as they play hide and seek. Nettle Rock's assigning cats to Dawn Patrol, and Lake Star's grooming. Okay. We have recovered. We found a new shortcut. There was a thunderstorm and reassured our kits. Chased a butterfly. Comforted our kits. Comforted an elder. Holly Speckle's tail was injured by a fox. Shining Paw is now a medicine cat apprentice. And our kit Droplet Kit gave Shining Paw something to wear as congratulations. Shining Paw was bit by a snake and just managed to survive. Scolded our daughter for sneaking out of camp, and she has a stomach ache. Our son Droplet Kit caught a bug and is wearing the wings. Our other son Flax Kit woke up with a headache and has a runny nose. We shared prey with our daughter, and Nettle Rock shared prey with us. Fern Kit's excited to become an apprentice. Still got a couple moons left. Flax Kit is showing every cat the bug he caught. Here's Droplet Kit. He's trying to stay calm. He's wearing some moth wings. He caught a moth. So proud. Our daughter wants to be big someday. Tulip Scar is assisting with camp cleanup. Fleet-Tooth is growing fond of Shining Paw. We wonder how Flintstripe is doing. Warmed Apple was being begged by Shining Paw to teach him some new moves. Cougar Petal is craving a shrew. Lizard Blur sparring. Flintstripe wonders how Shining Paw is doing. Poseyfur wants to get to know Lizard Blur better. Haventooth is trying to set a good example. Shining Paw is wondering if he's good enough to become a medicine cat. He's troublesome and quick to help. Holly Speckle's a bit cross with her son Droplet Kit. Nettle Rock's assigning cats to Dawn Patrol, and Lake Star wants to get to know Warmed Apple better. Stale piece of prey, we removed it, and our medicine cat thanked us. Our tail was injured yet again, this time by a falling tree. It was a border skirmish, and we shared a quiet moment with our leader. Cougar Petal has a weak leg, and now the leg is injured again. Flintstripe's expecting kits. Haventooth's better, Stump Kit's better, Flax Kit's better, and we were sharpening our claws near Cougar Petal. Fern Kit wishes other cats would stop babying him. Flax Kit tried to sneak out of camp. Droplet Kit has tiny little paws, that you do. Stump Kit wants older cats to play with her. Tulip Scar staring off into space. Fleet-Tooth is complaining about being cold. We are grateful to Shining Paw for his treatment. Warmed Apple's staring off into space. Cougar Petal wants to get to know Shining Paw better. Yeah, she's got a weak leg and now it's mangled again. Lizard Blur feels a sense of dread. Flintstripe's chattering at birds. We don't know who the papa is. Poseyfur wants to get to know Fleet-Tooth better. Haventooth's talking to herself. Shining Paw's curious about the other clans. Holly Speckle's worried about Fern Kit. Nettle Rock wonders who will give her 9 lives. Lake Star wants to get to know her daughter, Stump Kit, better. Okay. Nothing that bad. Oh dear. Our tail's getting infected. There was doubt over a StarClan message. Scattered the herb store. Holly Speckle's pelt's looking better. Our mate's healed and now has a little thorn in his paw. Flintstripe doesn't know how many kits she'll have. Shining Paw is healed, but got heat stroke. Our son Flaxkit is feeling better, but now Fernkit has heat exhaustion, and we helped Fernkit pick burrs out of his fur. He's regretting eating the bug that he caught. Flaxkit is following Warmed Apple around so closely that he steps on his paw. Droplet Kit wonders how kits are born. Stump Kit is worried about Fern Kit, yeah, because he's got heat stroke. Tulip Scar wonders how Fern Kit's doing. Fleet Tooth is eavesdropping on Tulip Scar. We excitedly play games with our daughter, letting her win every time. Warmed Apple wonders how what Lake Star's thinking. Cougar Petal was roped into playing Moss Ball with our kids. Lizard Blur's hissing in frustration. Flintstripe's picking the burrs from her pelt. Posy Fur's rethinking his life choices. Haven Tooth's in the medicine den. Shining Paw's checking up on the warriors. So is Holly Speckle. Nettle Rock's assigning cats to hunting patrol. And Lake Star's planning out the priorities for today. Right. Next day. Nothing interesting. Lake Star has a stomach ache. Lizard Blur escaped from a fire but got hurt. Holly Speckle's tail is healed. Warmed Apple's better. Cougar Petal and Flintstripe had one kit. Haven Tooth touched noses with the loner. Nettle Rock has fleas. Shining Paw's better. And Fern Kit is better. We realized we were too harsh on our judgment of Tulip Scar. Lizard Blur saw us show off a skill. Haven Tooth made sure that we ate. And our baby boy Droplet Kit challenged us to spar. So Flintstripe and Cougar Petal had one kit. Vine Kit, he's a little daydreamer. Looks the most like Flintstripe, but I think has bronze. No. Do either of them have bronze? I don't think so. Fern Kit is cross with his sister Stump Kit. Flax Kit yells loudly in the middle of the clearing for no reason. Droplet Kit wants to be big. Stump Kit doesn't think she'll ever be an apprentice. Yes, you will, honey. Tulip Scar wants to get to know Haven Tooth better. Fleet Tooth's basking in the sun. We are worried about Stump Kit. Warmed Apple wonders why others snap back at him. Cougar Petal is eavesdropping on Shining Paw. Okay, yeah, she has the bronze, so Vine Kit's gonna have Cougar Petal's bronze eyes, but the rest seems to be a bit more of Flint Stripe. Lizard Blur is grateful to Holly Speckle. Flint Stripe theatrically dies after Stump Kit slays her. Posy Fur is eavesdropping on Flint Stripe. Haven Tooth's trying to set a good example. Shining Paw is asking Holly Speckle for guidance about a recent dream. Holly Speckle's interpreting an omen. Nettle Rock is feeling lazy, and Lake Star thinks he doesn't deserve StarClan's blessing of 9 lives. Dear oh dear. Led a patrol. Found a new shortcut. Saved a clanmate. Playfully sparred. Helped our clanmates through a forest fire. Cougar Petal's leg is healed, but she's got heat stroke. Holly Speckle overexerted herself. Shining Paw was bit by a snake again and succumbed to the venom. Our daughter Stump Paw has Haven Tooth as her mentor. Our son Droplet Paw has his father Warmed Apple as his mentor. Our son Flax Paw has Lake Star as his mentor. Fern Paw has Nettle Rock as his mentor. And Fern Paw has heat stroke again. We know that the advice our son gave us will be helpful. Our other son, Droplet Paw, had a difficult conversation with us, and we had a nice long talk with Droplet Paw and Flax Paw. Here is Vine Kit. He is frightened after hearing a story. He's a daydreamer and has an active imagination. Tulip Scar's feeling content. Fleet Tooth had a nightmare. Here's our baby boy, Fern Paw. He's practicing hunting on a smooth rock. He is childish and a lover of stories. Flax Paw wants to spend time alone today. He is childish and a careful listener. He's got Lake Star. That was our former mentor. Droplet Paw is watching and learning from Cougar Petal. He has his father, Warmed Apple, as his mentor. He's nervous, a careful listener, and confident with his words. Here is our daughter, Stump Paw. She isn't sure if anyone would trust her to do a good job. She has Haven Tooth as her mentor. She's insecure but confident with her words. We want to get to know Lizard Blur better. Warmed Apple is hoping Nettlerock won't assign him to the next patrol. Cougar Petal's sparring, so is Lizard Blur. Flint Stripe's looking forward to today. Posy Fur is hoping Fleet Tooth will tell him a new story. Haven Tooth is trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle woke up on the wrong side of the nest. Nettlerock's having a hard day, and Lake Star's planning out priorities. Rest in peace, Shining Paw. Rest in peace. And this is Pool Fur, who's here to guide dead cats to Swiftclan. He's childish, a good speaker, great kid sitter, and he was a warrior. We still cannot go on any sort of patrols since we are still injured. The infection abated, but it got infected again. Fought off a badger, there was a prophecy, helped a sick clanmate, saved the kid from the fox. Lake Star's feeling better, Cougar Fur's feeling better, Lizard Blur's feeling better, Holly Fur's feeling better. No, our mate, Warmed Apple, was bitten by a snake and succumbed to the venom. No. Flint Stripe recovered. Fern Paw recovered. Haven Tooth has white cough. No. Our man, Warmed Apple, no. We both had the emerald green. Fine Kit whines about being hungry. Tulip Scar wants to go outside. Fleet Tooth is sharing her wisdom. Fern Paw wants to get to know Posy Fur better. Yeah, he's grieving. Flax Paw is craving a shrew. Yeah, Droplet Paw now has Cougar Petal as his mentor. Appreciates Tulip Scar's words of wisdom. Stump Paw's worried about being an apprentice forever. We're policing everyone's posture. Cougar Petal wants to get to know Flint Stripe better. Lizard Blur turned away. Flint Stripe's trying to put on a brave face. Posy Fur was recently caught humming to himself. Haven Tooth's trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle wonders how Lizard Blur's doing. Nettlerock's craving a shrew. And Lake Star's dreading a clan meeting he must call later today. Yeah, we're very, very upset about our mate's death. So is our son, Fern Paw. Lake Star was touching noses with the rogue. Haven Tooth's better. We were surprised at Tulip Scar for being thoughtful, and Nettlerock had a difficult conversation with us. Fine Kit thinks he saw a StarClan cat. Tulip Scar wonders how Haven Tooth's doing. Fleet Tooth is talking to herself. Fern Paw's been training very hard. Flaxpaw is determined to master a hunting technique by dusk. Droplet Paw wants to have a mate and kit someday. Stump Paw wonders how Cougar Petal's doing. We are lecturing about the warrior code to any cat that will listen. Oh dear. Cougar Petal's looking forward to today. Lizard Blur's hissing. Flint Stripe wonders how Cougar Petal's doing. Do you like Cougar Petal? No, there's no romantic interest whatsoever. You guys just had a kid. Okay. Yeah, we have a crush on Cougar Petal. and Nettle Rock. Would we still want Cougar Petal as our maid? Possibly. She is mentoring our son since his father died, and she knows how to work with kids because she has one. We could co-parent. I know this is all not the best, but Lizard Blur's hissing, Flint Stripe, Poseyfur wonders about prophecies, Haventooth pretends to be captured for Pinekit, Holly Speckle wants to get to know Lakestar better, Nettlerock is assessing apprentices, Lakestar is wondering if Stumppaw will be chosen for the next gathering. Our infection is gone, and our tail's feeling better. There was an illness. Lakestar got white cough, Flintstripe feels better, Nettlerock was free of fleas but teared at her pelt. Fernpaw's grief is lessening and is feeling a little bit tender. We think Cougar Petal was nice to us. We had a small talk with our daughter Stumppaw and Lakestar, and Poseyfur thinks we are very helpful. Pinekit wants older cats to play with him. Tulipscar's complaining about her aching joints. Fleettooth doesn't like how times have changed since she was younger. Here's Fernpaw. He is wondering what Lakestar's thinking. Flaxpaw got caught trying to sneak out of camp without a warrior. Droplet Paw wants to get to know his brother Fernpaw better. Stumppaw hopes there's a juicy mouse left for her on the fresh kill pile. We are currently eavesdropping on Nettle Rock. We are still heavily grieving. Cougar Petal wants to be the new deputy. Lizard Blur wants to get to know Droplet Paw better. Flintstripe's eavesdropping on Cougar Petal. Poseyfur is trying to set a good example. Haventooth's eavesdropping on Fernpaw. Holly Speckle wonders if she'll be a good swimmer. Nettlerock's hoping for a break. Lakestar wonders if cats like him as leader. Our nightmares have stopped and we're feeling better. There was a big storm and a our fishing trip went a little bit awry. Lakestar's white cough is gone, Cougar Petal's tail was injured, Fleettooth was brought back to camp, Lizard Blur's expecting kits, Flintstripe twisted her paw, Tulipscar yellow cough, Nettlerock's pelt is better, our daughter Stumppaw has white cough, Fernpaw's feeling better but has some bruises. We were wowed by how bravely Flaxpaw fought. We had a small talk with Cougar Petal and Stumppaw. Cougar Petal thinks we were nice to her, and Nettlerock was surprised by us being thoughtful. Pinekit wonders what it would be like to have a fish for a tail. Tulipscar wonders how Flaxpaw is doing. Fleettooth is snoring loudly in her sleep. Our son Fernpaw is having a hard time keeping up with his training. Flaxpaw is asking if he can chase pretty bugs instead of prey. Droplet Paw is trying to teach Pinekit something new, but he's not listening. Our daughter Stumppaw had a nightmare. We're encouraging the deputy to be more harsh. We're now an eloquent speaker. Cougar Petal has been glaring at a certain cat in camp with an odd look in her eyes. Who are you glaring at? Who are you glaring at? Glaring at Holly Speckle? Is that it? Lizard Blur doesn't really want to talk to anyone. Flintstripe is wondering about prophecies. Poseyfur is telling lies. Haventooth's eavesdropping on Holly Speckle. Holly Speckle is hoping Fleettooth will tell her a new story. Nettlerock is assigning cats to Border Patrol, and Lakestar doesn't believe he is deserving of his 9 lives. See, we removed a stale piece of prey to stop cats from getting sick. There was a surprise fox attack. Tracked down a big rabbit. There was a forest fire and a border skirmish. Lizard Blur thinks he'll have a small litter. Our daughter's recovered from white cough. Flaxpaw hurt his paws. Fernpaw's no longer bruised. And Pinekit is now Vinepaw and has Posyfur as his mentor. We're thinking about how lucky we are to have Flaxpaw as our son. Lakestar swapped prey with us, and our son Fernpaw doesn't think we've been completely honest lately. We're still probably hurting quite a bit. Tulipscar is feeling down. Fleetooth is eavesdropping on Vinepaw. Vinepaw is asking us for some advice. Okay, so you have Posyfur as your mentor. You are nervous and have an active imagination. Our son Fernpaw feels disappointed after a missed catch. Our son Flaxpaw wonders how we are doing. Our son Dropletpaw is watching and learning from Haventooth. Our daughter Stumppaw is making her friends laugh at the expense of herself. No, honey. We wonder how Hollyspeckle's doing. Cougarpetal wonders how easy it would be to attack the leader from where she lays. Goodness. Lizardblur is hoping Tulipscar will tell him a new story. Flintstripe is asking the clan leader what she can do to help her out around camp. Posyfur's snooping. Haventooth is trying to set a good example. Hollyspeckle's thinking about how bad kitty pet food must taste. Nettlerock is feeling overworked. And Lakestar is making note of our son Fernpaw's journey as an apprentice. Look at that. Alright, let's see. Managed to brighten up our living mate's mood. We will always love Warm Dapple, but we have decided to move on. Got a spat over prey, attended a gathering. There was a prophecy from StarClan. Fleetooth is expecting kids. Posyfur and Lizardblur have one kit. Hollyspeckle has yellow cough. Flintstripe is better. Tulipscar is better. And Flaxpaw is better. We are still very much in love with Cougarpetal, and Fleetooth helped us pick burrs out of our fur. And Lizardblur and Posyfur have this little boy, Driftkit. He's an attention seeker. Look at that. Little man. Tulipscar wonders how Flaxpaw's doing. Fleetooth is snoring loudly in her sleep. She's pregnant. Vinepaw managed to conquer a difficult task despite feeling nervous. Our son Fernpaw won't stop making funny faces when his mentor's back is turned. So he's currently playful, a lover of stories, and a mossball hunter. Flaxpaw turns his sparring practice into a tickle fight. Dropletpaw bats at a beetle that wandered into camp. Our daughter Stumppaw had quite the adventure today. We are grooming ourselves. Cougarpetal is helping the medicine cat. Lizardblur makes note of Vinepaw's journey as an apprentice. Flintstripe is eavesdropping on Nettlerock. Posyfur is trying to set a good example. Haventooth is nowhere to be seen. Hollyspeckle is having a hard day. Nettlerock is assigning cats to border patrol. Lakestar's craving a frog. Okay. Let's head out on patrol. Sharing a story. Nope, we're still not a good storyteller. Led a border patrol. Mediated arguments. Engaged in play fight with Driftkit. Took a part of a hunting patrol. Cougarpetal's tail healed, but she has a stomach ache. Fleetooth thinks she'll have a small litter. Our son Flaxpaw is now Flax Hollow after his self-respect. We've been spending a lot of time with our son Flax Hollow. Haventooth thinks about how lucky she is to have us as a friend, and our son is sparring with us. Okay. So here's Driftkit with his eyes and ears open. He is currently in Lakestar's way again. He's an attention seeker and confident with his words. Tulipscar thinks times have changed for the better since she was young. Fleetooth also thinks that way. Vinepaw's eavesdropping on Tulipscar. Fernpaw's eavesdropping on Hollyspeckle. Dropletpaw wonders how Lakestar is doing. Stumppaw bats at a beetle that wandered into camp. Flax Hollow wonders how Fleettooth is doing, so he is childish and has valuable insight. We wonder how Tulip Scar is doing. Let's see, Cougar Petal is telling some lies. Lizard Blur was caught humming to himself. Flint Stripe is basking in the sun. Posyford doesn't want to be near our son Droplet Paw. Haventooth is staring off into space. Holly Speckle's thinking about taking on a new apprentice. Nettle Rock is craving a frog. And Lakestar is promising to take care of the clan with his lives. Talking kindly with our mate, making her feel better. There's a rumor about an intruder. StarClan went to visit us. Got a big rabbit. There was a flood. Our mate no longer has a stomachache. Fleettooth and Lakestar have 3 kits. Flintstripe sprained her paw and got a runny nose. Our daughter Stump Paw is now Stump Shade, honoring her pragmatism. Our son Droplet Paw is now Droplet Dusk, in honor for his resilience. He's got a little stomachache. Our son Fern Paw is now Fern Valley, honored for his empathy. And we want to spend some more time with Vine Paw. Let's check out the babies. So Fleettooth and Lakestar have Cave Kit, he's a noisy kitten. Thorn Kit, he's a nervous kitten. And Whirl Kit, she's a nervous kitten. Drift Kid is hiding from other cats. Tulip Scar's eavesdropping on Haventooth. Fleettooth wonders how Flax Hollow's doing. Vinepaw is trying to reinforce the camp wall with brambles. Our son Fern Valley pounced on a stray leaf with satisfaction, so he's playful, a great storyteller, and a good hunter. Our son Droplet Dusk is eavesdropping on Holly Speckle. He's troublesome, has valuable insight, and is a good speaker. Our daughter Stump Shade is telling lies. She is insecure and a great speaker. Our son Flax Hollow wonders how his brother Droplet Dusk is doing. We are eavesdropping on Lizard Blur. Our mate Cougar Petal is daydreaming about slaughtering every cat she despises. Goodness, who do you despise? You don't dislike anybody from what I see. Not really. Lizard Blur is sparring. Flint Stripe wonders how Vinepaw's doing. Posyfur wants to get to know Lakestar better. Haventooth is trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle is indulging the kids as they play hide and seek. Nettle Rock wants to get to know Posyfur better, and Lakestar is lecturing Vinepaw on the warrior code. Alright. Gave a clanmate a gift of a smooth stone. Hunt was interrupted by a pretty sunset. Fleettooth gave Cougar Petal petals, so she's wearing that. Holly Speckle survived Yellow Cough. Droplet Dusk is better. And sadly, our son Flax Hollow got bitten by a snake and succumbed to the venom. No. We think Whirl Kit was nice to us, and Fleettooth saw us being rude. Rest in peace, our son. Rest in peace. At least you are now with your other dad, Warmed Apple. Here's what the babies look like with their eyes and ears open. So Cave Kid is purring loudly. He's noisy and a mossball hunter. Thorn Kit is hoping there's enough fresh kill for every cat. He is nervous but confident with his words. Whirl Kit is thinking about how nervous she is. She's nervous and a lover of stories. Drift Kit is hiding. Tulip Scar staring off into space. Fleettooth feels underappreciated. Vinepaw is helping to reinforce the camp with brambles. Fern Valley's chasing his own tail. Droplet Dusk is feeling sassy today. Stump Shade is wondering if she would be a good swimmer. We will not allow ourselves to rest. We are grieving. Our mate Cougar Petal wants to get to know our daughter better. Lizard Blur was eavesdropping on our son, Flax Hollow. Flint Stripe's trying to set a good example. Posyfur's eavesdropping on Tulip Scar. Haventooth's trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle's making new nests. Nettle Rock can't believe she overslept today. Lakestar is wondering how our daughter Stump Shade is doing. Pardon me, that was a sneeze. Whew. Spending a lot of time with our mate. Yeah, we're really upset about our son's death. I don't think anyone can blame us. We led a hunting patrol, had a guard duty, lost a friendly spar, took part in a hunting competition. Fleet Tooth's recovered. Lizard Blur's recovered. Holly Speckle has heat exhaustion. Flintstripe recovered. Stumpshade was telling stories. Whirlkit brought in some flowers, and Thornkit has a little headache. We helped Flintstripe pick the birds out of her fur, and Holly Speckle was jealous of the piece of prey that we ate. Cave Kit was asked many times to please be quiet. Thornkit recently jumped at the sight of his own shadow. Whirlkit is checking on Holly Speckle. Driftkit is refusing to take his nap. Tulip Scar is eavesdropping on Lake Star. Flint Tooth is predicting rainy weather. Finepaw is grateful to Holly Speckle. Fern Valley is sparring. Droplet Dusk is eavesdropping on Nettle Rock. Stumpshade is sparring. We want to be chosen as the new deputy. Our mate wants to get to know us better. Lizard Blur almost choked on his prey. Flintstripe wonders how Haventooth's doing. Posyfur is wishing Whirlkit would play more quietly. Haventooth is trying to set a good example. Holly Speckle's indulging hide-and-seek. Nettle Rock is assigning cats to Dawn Patrol, and Lakestar wonders if cats like him as leader. See, we're not going to cause a skirmish. We don't need that right now. Not when we're upset. Drove off a trespassing loner. Holly Speckle's better. Flintstripe's better, but then got injured by a dog. Haventooth's got a splinter. Thornkit's better. We were glaring at Nettle Rock and complaining about Driftkit. Let's see, Cave Kit's hiding. Thornkit is reminding himself that it'll be okay. Whirlkit is worried she won't do a good enough job. Driftkit is yowling loudly for no reason. Tulip Scar is snoring. Fleet Tooth is looking around camp. Vinepaw is sharpening his claws. Fern Valley wants to be the new deputy. Droplet Dusk is considering bending the rules just this once again. Stumpshade wonders how Tulip Scar is doing. We are chastising clanmates. Cougar Petal growls to herself. Lizard Blur is eavesdropping on Posyfur. Flintstripe's trying to set a good example. Posyfur's sparring. Haventooth's chattering at birds. Holly Speckle's checking up on everyone. Nettle Rock wants to get to know Stumpshade better, and Lakestar is thinking about what to say at the gathering. Okay. See, there was a bunch of two legs, but we managed to catch a whole bunch of prey. Look at us and our daughter. She looks super similar, but we have the little darker face. Okay, so we are Driftpaw's mentor. Okay. Drove out some rogues. Mourned our son. Fleettooth recovered. Posyfur has fleas. Haventooth's better. Tulip Scar has a thorn in her paw. And we appreciate Vinepaw asking us how we're doing. Cave Kid wakes Haventooth from a good nap. Thornkit is extra fluffy today. Whirlkit wishes other cats would stop babying her. Tulip Scar is eavesdropping on Cave Kit. Fleettooth is assisting with camp cleanup. Our apprentice Driftpaw is licking his chest in embarrassment after being praised by us, so he's responsible and confident with his words. Look at that. I'll go ahead and give him a star because he's our apprentice. Vinepaw had quite the adventure today. Our son Fern Valley wonders how his sister's doing. Droplet Dusk is sparring. Stumpshade worries she isn't contributing enough. We are conducting a rather rigorous training session for the younger warriors. Cougar Petal's craving a frog. Lizard Blur wants to go on a patrol with Vinepaw. Lizard Blur, I think you were always bloodthirsty. Flintstripe staring off into space. Posyfur is worried about Whirlkit. Haventooth went on a long stroll the other night. Holly Speckle's checking up on everyone. Nettlerock is staring off into space. And Lakestar wonders how Vinepaw's doing. Let's see. Unfamiliar scent. Drove off a lost loner away from our territory. Defended our prey from an eagle. Helped to rebuild after a storm. Led a border patrol. Vinepaw has white cough. Thornkit has a headache. We're a bit jealous of our apprentice's nice pelt Nettlerock covered for us. Cave Kit's just meowing incessantly. Thornkit's having trouble falling asleep. Whirlkit tried to growl menacingly. Tulip Scar eavesdrops on Fleettooth. Fleettooth is sharing less than helpful wisdom. Driftpaw wants to become a fierce warrior someday. Vinepaw is trying to help reinforce the camp. Fern Valley's sparring. Droplet Dusk ate a mouse while on patrol. Stumpshade thinks about all the mistakes she's made. We wonder how Poseyfur's doing. Our mate yearns to fight. Lizardblur has been washing his paws a lot lately. Flintstripe's relaxing. Poseyfur almost choked on his prey. Haventooth is in the medicine den. Holly Speckle's teaching the kids about basic herbs. Nettlerock wants a frog, and Lakestar is dreading the clan meeting he must call later today. We were not able to find any marigold that time for our medicine cat. Haventooth's hacking up water. Tulip Scar broke the warrior code. Whirlpaw has Lizardblur as her mentor. Thornpaw is an apprentice. Cavepaw has our mate Cougar Petal as his mentor. We thanked Poseyfur for covering for us. Holly Speckle is surprised to hear that we expressed an ideal she can agree with. Our son Droplet Dusk always thought we had it all figured out, so he was surprised when we asked for help. We had a good long talk with our son Droplet Dusk and Lakestar, and Thornpaw thinks we're quite helpful. Alright, so Tulip Scar is grateful to Holly Speckle for her treatment. Fleettooth is giving advice. Cavepaw is hoping Tulip Scar will tell him a new story, so he has our mate Cougar Petal as his mentor. He is bold and a mossball hunter. Thornpaw had quite the adventure today. He has Nettlerock as his mentor. He's still nervous and confident with words. Whirlpaw is hoping to not train today. She is nervous and a lover of stories, having Lizardblur as her mentor. Driftpaw wants to learn something new today. Vinepaw is feeling proud of the progress he's made. Fern Valley's feeling nervous. Droplet Dusk is eavesdropping on Fleettooth. Stumpshade is sparring. We are watching over the younger cats. Cougar Petal wants a rabbit. Lizardblur is telling the warriors to get ready for a battle. Flintstripe's looking around camp. Poseyfur spent the night outside. Haventooth wants to be by herself. Holly Speckle wants to get to know Fleettooth better. Nettlerock is eavesdropping on Tulip Scar. Lakestar still doesn't think he deserves all of his lives. Managed to help our apprentice improve. Alright, I gotta take a little quick pause here, but don't worry, I'll go ahead and, or maybe I'll make this a part 1 and part 2. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys want a part 1 and part 2, or would you guys just want to see this all in one? I'll let you guys decide, but for now, I gotta go. So have a good day, everybody. Bye.